Hi guys. For the not subscriber, but for the person who asked me about the other chapter of a book, that's what I'm going to do next. The men, what men don't want women to know. I will work on that. I did not forget you. I swear I did not. Let me tell you about this unit. If I can get the tangles out of it, that'd be nice. I don't have a comb on me. But anyway, this is a main concept, MANE concept, and it's called Amber Peach Blonde, and it is absolutely stunning. Okay, I don't know if I could show you the back. I'm going to try because I'm sitting on a rock right now, and I'll try to turn around and show you. Look at the colors. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Stunningly Amber Peach Blonde. The name is a really, really, really long name, like main concept, whatever. But if you research main concept Amber Blonde Peach, this unit should come up because it's a super long name. And it's probably 28 inches maybe, I'm thinking. It's got the colors on top. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. It's the only unit that has these colors in it so far. I guess they wanted to test this color pattern and see what happens. So the reason I'm making this video now is because I had forgiven somebody for their bad behavior in the past, and unfortunately their behavior got worse. Their behavior got worse. Okay. Conversation I had with them yesterday was disturbing. I got my sunglasses on. I got a good report at the eye doctor. The damage to my lenses is stable. It's not gotten worse, and I'm very grateful. And wearing sunglasses is the key to protecting your eyes so that you don't end up with cataracts. So anyway, so that's why I've got my shades on. We were talking about, somehow the conversation went to, men hunting women for sex, because this happens every day, all day. The majority of women have been assaulted. I told him, and he likes to get hyper defensive about that, which tells me you're not connected. You have no empathy and you have no compassion if you're defending horrific behavior. I told him about a friend of mine that went to a women's retreat, and there were tons of women there, and the facilitator of the group said, raise your hand if you've ever been assaulted on any level, touched, any type of inappropriate physical activity or whatever. And the majority of women raised their hands. When I told him about that, because he's trying to act like men don't hunt women, which we know, women know that's a lie. And I basically told him, when you're not a woman, you really don't have anything to say about it because you don't know what we go through. And his justification for women being touched or assaulted on any level is, well, women do it too. Women do it too. I said, I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about me. Well, women do it too. So I guess if somebody got murdered in his family, he shouldn't be bothered by that because other people commit murder too. You see how stupid that sounds? So that really, 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 really pissed me off. I was getting madder and madder and madder because the ignorance coming out of his face was just absolutely insensitive, devaluing, and absolutely just, there's no words. Okay. He also, what was it? He said that men have to have sex. They have to. It is mandatory for their survival. And I said, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. If you need food and water, okay, you have to have that to survive. You have to have that to live. If you don't have those things, you could die. Sex is not on that table. No, men have to have it. They have to have it, or else. I said, when was the last time a medical professional called you up and said you have to come visit your family member right now because they haven't had sex and they're in the ICU. They're not going to make it through the night. When was the last time that happened? And you know what that stupid ass said? Well, how do you know? In other words, how do you know that doesn't happen? That is the most... the person cannot connect to other people, especially women, okay? Cannot connect on an emotional level. As per the usual male behavior, he can pull his dick out any time of the day or night. All you got to do is say the word and he's ready. And, you know, so far as I'm concerned, that is an addiction. That's an addiction. That's a sexual addiction. You will justify it. You will do anything to get it. You can't get it out of your mind. A person cannot have a mature adult conversation with you without you turning it sexual. That means you have a freaking sexual addiction. Now, addictions can be controlled, meaning it's your everything, but when you're not able to do it, you got to put it on the back burner, but you can't wait to have the opportunity to do it because you're hooked into it and it's got more control over you than you have over it. That is a sexual addiction. And most men, except men with integrity, have a sexual addiction. That is why they're willing to fuck other women, risk their marriages, risk losing their job, risk losing seeing their kids again. They don't give a shit as long as they jump up in somebody's hole. That's the only thing they care about. That's the only thing they care about. I'll worry about my divorce later. If my wife leaves me, I don't care. You know, and some women are like that too. Especially, most men are narcissistic. I told you this before. There are some men that have integrity. Most men do not. Most men do not. And I don't want to hear shit because you wait till that list comes out of people that's on the Epstein list. You wait. You freaking wait. And you will see what I'm talking about. People that have no integrity. Okay? Mai? Come here. My. Sorry, guys. I don't know where he went. He disappeared. He vanished. So, the conversation was extremely, okay, you're good. It's all right. It was extremely insensitive, and I could not fucking believe the words that are coming out of his mouth. And then when I told him, it gets worse. When I told him, you know, it's harder to meet good friends. The older you get, the harder it is to meet good quality friends. And he said, I could not, you know what? I'm stuttering. I don't know what in the fucking hell. I'm going to be cussing a lot because I'm pissed. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with his ass, but he was so inappropriate. And I said, yeah, it's harder to meet good friends when you get older, and I'm not the only person that's gone through this. And he said, well, maybe it's your attitude. And I lost it. I said, who the fuck goes in there meeting new people with their face in a frown with an attitude? Some people. I said, no, they don't. Usually, unless something's wrong with you psychologically, you don't do that. When you go to meet people, you put your best foot forward. I've had best friends, and I didn't have to pay them to be my best friend. How about that? Okay. The only reason I don't have Gail anymore is because Gail died. Okay? I didn't have to pay her to be my friend. My attitude, this horny son of a bitch who can't wait to stick it in someone's hole, and I've got an attitude problem. And then he had the nerve, this is one of the things he likes to brag about. I'm so good to women that even if they're married or in a serious relationship, all I gotta do is make a phone call and her panties will come down. You know what? That's his fucking ego talking. You see how irrational he is? Like women are just sitting there with their legs open and waiting, you know, just waiting for him to pay attention to them. They're sitting there with their legs wide open. Oh, I hope he wants some because I know I just got married, but hey, boy, hey. Now, are some women, you know, trashy like that? Yes. But if you're dealing with classy women, not slutty women, that would never happen. If she loves her man, she ain't thinking about you. And the fact that you can't connect on an emotional or psychological level, the only way you could connect is with your dick. You ain't no different than any other man running around. You ain't no different, even though you tell yourself that I'm so different, I treat them with respect. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you can't wait to get their legs open. You're fucking stuck on puss. You're stuck. And you can't wait to stick somebody. You ain't better than nobody else. You are just like them. You may not push for it on the first date. You may not push for it on the second date. But you're still hoping, you're breaking out in a sweat, hoping that you can satisfy that addiction and that itch. And anybody who is a woman that's supposedly in a serious relationship, if she's that eager to give it to him, she's trash anyway. If she's a decent person, she would never do that. She'd be like, you and I had good times, but I love my man. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that. That's what a classy woman does. If you're dealing with trash, they'll spread for you in 2 seconds flat without question. There was some other shit he said that just really, really pissed me the fuck off. He's just so evil. And then I thought back to Mr. I'm so wonderful. I'm so different from other guys. I'm not a pig. They need to have manners and respect. You don't have manners and respect, you fucking horn dog. You don't have manners and respect. What the shit are you talking about? And I recall the times that I was physically in his presence. And you know what? I got to be honest with you. I never felt connected. I always felt like he was a million miles away. You know why? Because the only way he can connect is with his pecker. That is most males. I could connect to your body, but I ain't connected to you because you don't matter. He's the type of person, if you got sexually assaulted, he'd be the type of person, because men being pigs is normal for him. That's normal. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? With his twisted, fucked up mentality. He'd be the type, if you got assaulted, well, what were you wearing? You must have antagonized that situation. What were you wearing? What'd you say to him? Did you smile at him? Did you laugh with him at any point? Because if you did, don't you think that was encouraging him? He wouldn't have sympathy for you. He's not going to say, are you serious? I'm taking you to the police station and file a report. He ain't going to do all that. For what? For what? Men have every right to do that. According to his logic. He defends men who have been horrific to women. Well, women do it too. I don't give a fuck. That's not the conversation, you bitch. That's not the conversation. You know what? He never talks to, and everything, that's another thing. And yes, he's a narcissist also. Extremely covert. That's why it took me so long to pick up on it. So long. When you don't see the person or talk to them that much, it's going to take you a long time to pick up on it. Sometimes people are jerks for jerk's sake. They like being a jerk. He treats men a lot better than he treats women. A lot of narcissists treat men better. There is a reason for that. I'm trying to remember what the reason is. Something about they see men on equal footing. Men are an equal power or whatever. We're on the equal level. So they're going to treat them better. Women, however, are considered the bottom of their shoe. There's no point in respecting women because they're trash anyway. That is their mentality. And women, ladies, do not get it twisted. Just because a man wants to stick it to you every time, or men are chasing after you for physical, that just means he sees you as a place to empty his stuff, empty his wang. That he has no respect for you. He doesn't care about you unless he truly loves you, and good luck to that, because most of them are incapable. They're incapable. There was something else that, he's just a hateful son of a bitch. He don't get along with his sister. Now I see why. She's a woman, so she's a piece of shit. I am too, apparently. Just because a man is humping the hell out of women, or trying to, because he kept dropping hints. Oh, you look good in those jeans when you seen me when I was in Kansas City for my family reunion. You look real good in those pants you had on. What the fuck you tripping off of that for? I just had surgery. You ask me questions about that? No. How long is your surgery going to be? How long is your recovery going to be? How do you feel? Are you in pain? Is it hard for you to walk around? He ain't worried about that. He's worried about his stupid dick. You piece of shit. I have no respect for men who obsess about that. I fucking can't stand that shit. I can't stand that. You ain't offering nothing that everybody else ain't offering, so how the fuck are you so unique? You're not. You godless bastard. All right, I think I'm done. Well, the more they chase for ass, the more I have no desire to ever have it again. When you're desperate and pathetic like that, ugh, the idea of humping you, nobody could offer me enough money to hump you. Okay? You could have a suitcase of $1 million and say, all this is yours if you give me some. Go get it with somebody else, because all the people you done stuck, you probably going to spread all kinds of diseases. Well, I just don't get it. You defend horrible behavior. You know why? Because women are not important. Only what you can offer. He knows my friend had surgery too. Did he ask about him? How's he doing? How's he recovering? Hell no, because look here. He got tunnel vision. He can't wait to jump in somebody's tunnel. Well, you ain't jumping in my damn tunnel. Nasty ass. No respect for women at all. No respect for women whatsoever. So typical. So typical. And they'll tell you, I love women. I love women. I think they're beautiful. I love women. No. That's lies. And he's lied to me 4 times in the past. And that's not normally how he operates, but that's how he's starting to do, is become a pathological liar and then apologize and then lie again and apologize and then lie again and then apologize. You know what? Your apology don't mean shit. Just like women don't mean shit. He chases women, but he don't have a connection to none of them. Don't confuse a physical connection with a connection. Okay? Just like when you sit down to use the restroom, women always sit down when they use the restroom, okay? You don't have a relationship with the toilet. You're connected to it. You're sitting on it. You got your behind on it, but you ain't connected to it emotionally. You do what you got to do. You get up, you wash your hands, and you move through your life. That is how most men are. Physical with you, but don't mean shit. Just doesn't make any sense how evil he was. The covertness is over. The mask has completely fell off. And that's what's going on. Son of a bitch. Anyway, y'all take care. Much love. And I will get that information to you as soon as I can about the next chapter that we're on, okay? With the book, What Men Don't Want Women to Know. It's also a free file on Google, What Men Don't Want Women to Know, and Google, behind the title of the book, that's the title of the book, behind the title, put PDF, host file, P as in Paul, D as in David, F as in Frank, PDF, host file. And the first file that pops up should be the free file so that you don't have to purchase it. If you wanted to purchase it, you could get it on Amazon. But hey, free is affordable, so why not do that? You guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon.